Today's webinar is regarding cell phone boosters, so resolving coverage challenges. Pleased to be joined by our partners at Cellfi, Frank and Michael. They're going to help us walk through some of the product specific and solution specific details. So very pleased to have them with us today. So we're going to talk about cell boosters today. They'll go over kind of what they are, and we'll talk about, what it means for the clients, what it means. I'll talk a little bit about what it means for you as channel reps, and then also, give a little guidance on what you can be looking for, how to approach these opportunities, and really engaging them in a conversation to find out what they're looking to do from a cell booster standpoint. So at this point, I think we're just going to start talking about the product specifically. So I'm going to turn it over to our partners and let them go through these next few slides.
Yeah, appreciate that, Brian. So again, my name is Michael Copeland. I'm the sales support director here at Nextivity. And there's a lot of benefits to these boosters. It's a growing demand, right? More and more situations are arising where people need a signal in their building or in their home or their small office or warehouse or whatever it may be. And the nice thing about our boosters is when they cover all of the carriers, right? So our products support Verizon and AT&T and Sprint and T-Mobile. It's very scalable as well. I'm going to go into a few of the options on our product here in a minute as well, but we can offer support for all the carriers. We also boost the 3G and the 4G and the LTE signals for these carriers. And also we'll be ready for 5G once all that's kind of ironed out and finalized and becoming more of a prominent option. Another nice advantage of our technology is it's already FCC and carrier approved. So you don't have to go and work with the carrier and do a bunch of coordination and have this long timeline and wait forever to get a system in. Because it's already pre-approved, we've seen jobs go in the matter of weeks, right? Once the customer says, yeah, let's go, and is ready with the quote and everything, and our partners have the work crews and everybody ready. These systems can be deployed very quickly and very easily. So it really makes for a nice experience both for the integrator as well as the end user. Something very important to Nextivity is our products being unconditionally network safe, right? We have very strong relationships with the carriers. These relationships are built around our product not messing up their network. And so it's kind of our job one with our technologies is making sure that we are network safe. No problems to the carrier's tower, no interference, no noise, give the carriers no reason to be upset at our product. And it just really gives great peace of mind to everybody involved, knowing that we're not upsetting any carriers. And another really nice feature is all of our products have cloud management capability. We have a platform called Wave that allows you to remote monitor and remote access these systems. It's great for those of you that have a reoccurring revenue process in place. Maybe you guys already have a monitoring center that monitors other technologies for your clients. With our product, you're able to offer that as well because we have this cloud-based platform, Wave, to be able to monitor and view the systems. So today we're going to point out three specific products that we offer. We have a wide variety of solutions for all size opportunities, different carrier needs. It's really a nice, there are really a lot of nice options. There's a lot of ways we can go about providing a solution based on what the customer's needs, budget limitations, certain carrier needs, you name it, we can probably figure out a good fit for it. The first product I want to talk about real quick is our Quattro product. This is really our enterprise grade booster solution. This is really what gets used in enterprise and what we call the middle price buildings, right? This product, we've successfully deployed this in buildings from 10,000 square feet all the way up to 800, a million plus square feet. And again, carrier approved, FCC approved. This is a multi-carrier system, so you're not having to put in multiple components to support all the carriers. This one box supports all the carriers and will boost the 3G, 4G, and LTE, both voice and data for all of the carriers. We offer an industry leading up to 100 decibel of gain. And basically what this means is no matter what the signal environment is, we're going to be able to amplify it and bring in a good quality signal. This is an off-air solution. So meaning we put antennas on the roof and we simply capture what the existing signal is outside the building and bring it inside the building and amplify it. This 100 decibel of gain is what we can add to that signal to allow us to take that signal outside, even if it's weak, even if it's not a great signal, we can add a lot of power to it and really provide great coverage within that building with that 100 decibel of gain that we offer. Like noted here, it's a very scalable solution. The system doesn't interfere with itself, right? A single system, if you will, can cover up to 75,000 square feet. To cover more space, you simply put more systems in. And again, we've deployed systems where we have 6, 7, 8, 10 systems in a single building. And the way everything's engineered and designed, it doesn't interfere with one another. So you don't have to be sensitive. Is this going to be too close to this, or do I have to do this? The system understands itself, it sorts itself out. And so it just really allows you the scalable solution. And with the scalability, I mean, it just opens up so many opportunities for you, right? Maybe a building is being built out and they want to add signal as the building's being built. No problem. You can take it a phase by phase approach. Maybe the customer doesn't have a big budget, right? Or maybe they have some budget now and in 6 months they're going to have more budget. No problem. We'll put in what you can afford now. Maybe we'll run some additional cable so that later we can come back and just put the hardware in, come back when the budget's available and add more hardware. So the scalability really opens up a lot of different approaches and a lot of different ways you can go about providing a solution for your customers. And at the end of the day, one of the best parts, right? The reason I love what I do is it's an affordable solution. There's a lot of stuff out there and it can be 3, 4 times the cost. It can take twice as long to deploy. We're a very cost competitive solution. It's very affordable, and it really fits the need of those 100, 200, under 500, under 600,000 square foot spaces that don't necessarily have these exorbitant budgets to pay for a very expensive solution, when at the end of the day, all they're trying to do is, look, we just want to walk around the building and make our phones work, right? This comes in at a very affordable price. And again, with the scalability and the customized with different carriers that we can offer, it really fits well for every customer. The next solution here is our Selfie Go. The Go is a smaller product. This is more for, well, let me go back a step. The Go, one of the nice features of the Go is it's a dual application product. So this same booster can go in a building up to 15,000 square feet, but the same exact booster can also go in a vehicle. It literally switches between a stationary mode that offers the 100 decibel of gain, but then when you put it in a vehicle, you put it in a mobile mode, it reduces the gain down to 65 decibel, which is something the FCC requires. But again, you've got this kind of dual option booster that can go both in a car or in a building. This is a single carrier solution, so it'll support one carrier at a time. One of the nice features is you can switch carriers. It's a Bluetooth app. So, in a vehicle, for example, maybe during the day shift, the driver is on AT&T. He gets in, he uses his app, says AT&T, booster switches over to AT&T. The swing shift guy gets in, maybe he's on Verizon. You don't have to go and change boosters. You don't have to worry about different antennas. He literally goes into the Bluetooth app, says Verizon, system switches over, and now it's a Verizon booster. So it really offers a lot of flexibility there. Again, usable with our Wave app that allows you to switch the carrier, kind of see the performance. It's a very robust booster as well. It's actually an ANEMA 4 rated enclosure. So this can handle extremely harsh conditions. In the mobile application, right? Maybe there's not somewhere inside the vehicle you can mount it, or maybe it's a rough and rugged, maybe it's a search and rescue vehicle, or who knows, right? But you've got that NEMA 4 rated enclosure so it can handle harsh environments. Maybe you've got a paint shop where you need signal. Maybe you've got an area that needs to be hosed down once a day because of what's being processed in there. This booster can go in there, can take a direct hose hit on it. It's not going to ruin it. So again, a lot of flexibility. Smaller application, right? This one's more in this 15,000 square foot range versus what we saw with the Quattro. But this, again, just kind of goes to the point of being able to have a different solution for every opportunity. we can scale, we can look at each opportunity and then make sure we're picking the right solution that's going to fit the budget and the need for the client. And then lastly, the last product I want to talk about today is our Duo. And Duo is just one variant of this. We have a product called a Duo, we have a product called a Duo Plus, and we have a product called Pro. This is a very unique solution. This is just a single, these are just, the way this system works is it's just 2 units. So you literally put 1 unit in the window and you put the other unit on the other side of the room, and it creates an amplification between the two, and it gives you a coverage bubble. So there's no, it's literally a simple plug and play solution. There's no cabling, there's no external antennas needed for this. It literally, if you have a window where there's adequate signal, you put the unit there, put the other unit on the other side, plug it in, and now you've got an area where you're provided enough signal. It is a single carrier solution. So we have one for Verizon, one for T-Mobile, and one for AT&T. Those you cannot switch, right? The Quattro, like we talked about, we've got a few variations, but it can be an all carrier solution. You can switch to whatever you need. The Go is a single carrier solution, but you can switch to each carrier with the same booster via that Bluetooth app. And then our Duo and our Pro line, it is what it is out of the box, right? The Verizon's always going to be just for Verizon. The AT&T is always going to be just for AT&T. But again, what's nice about this solution is with it being plug and play, you don't have to have an installer. You don't have to have somebody come out and climb on your roof and run cable. Again, if there's adequate signal in a window, you put the unit there, you put the other unit, and now you're providing amplification. So it's really a simple, inexpensive solution for small locations that, look, I just need something to work. I mean, we've done phenomenal with this product in the last 10, 12 months, right? With all the remote working and everybody at home going, what the heck am I going to do? This has really been a game changer and frankly, a lifesaver for a lot of people stuck working remote in areas where they never really, needed a cell signal as much as they do now. So, in summary, and Brian's going to get into this more, but, the nice thing is, again, is full product array, fit all opportunities, all sizes. We can probably figure out what's going to be the best option based on what the needs and the budget are.
So one of the things I took away primarily from Michael is the flexibility. So it really comes down to a signal issue. So it can be nearly any size company, any size building, and we can make one of these solutions work for them. It's really just comes down to, is their signal, causing them problems, causing them pain points. And so, what we're doing here is allowing you to solve those issues. And the Duo kind of speaks for itself. It's very bid and go, plug and play, simple. But then on the higher end solutions, you have our team of engineering. We can lean on Michael and his team as well as needed. So we can really design any type of solution to fit the customer you have. So they are easy to qualify. It comes down to, are they having issues running their business, or based on their low cell signal? So if they have to go outside to make phone calls, if they have to be in a certain part of the building to make phone calls, that's a great conversation to have. And then as the cloud grows in the business world, you have people who are uploading stuff via apps to the cloud, whether it be inventory or tracking or orders and things like that. The cell phone has just become priceless as far as doing business. So got to have a strong signal, got to have productivity for the workforce. So it's just a great fit. And if they're having signal issues, that's a conversation starter right there. It is as far as flexibility on the types of clients, it's really a great add, whether you're adding it or looking to add it to an existing PowerNet client, or if you have a client through another provider, it all fits. So you can always upsell this cell booster solution and really, realize more revenue in commissions through this solution. Again, some of these can be very large, and then others, are the smaller ones, but they're very quick, easy to turn over and just kind of keep going. Again, you can replicate these sales very easily. We have just finished out our standard pricing for our channel, but so you'll have the tools you need to at least deliver a proposal, or at least a budgetary proposal, and we'll try and make it very simple for you. Again, you can lean on us for engineering support. Just a couple quick examples. In a housing facility, a campus apartment, they had poor indoor coverage. It can be a number of reasons. It could be just the location. It could be trees. It could be the makeup of the construction of the building itself with the e-glass or concrete construction. The more a signal has to go through materials to get to the end user, the more the signal is degraded. So you've got people who are not getting good signals within their homes or their campus apartments, and we were able to go in there with the quattro, because everybody has a different carrier or numerous carriers, and it was just a great fit there. And then distribution centers, again, distribution centers, logistics, large farms, things like that. They need their cell signals to track things, to move orders through processes, and it can limit productivity if they have to go to a certain area just to make a call or just to upload some information. So we were, again, able to go in there with the quattro and increase productivity and coverage. One of the things we'll talk about when you're first talking with a potential client is, are they looking for 100% coverage? So some of these large campus type environments or large distribution centers, they may want 100% coverage throughout the facility, but then others are saying, no, it's most critical in this manufacturing center. We're okay with not having cell signal in these other parts of the building, or lower cell signal there, but it's most critical in a particular area. So as Michael was saying, we can be very flexible and cover the entire place or certain areas. So again, you can go across almost every vertical with cell signal boosters. It doesn't really matter as much. Again, the vertical market doesn't matter as much. It really comes down to whether they're experiencing lost productivity and pain points associated with not having the cell signal that they need. So it's really less about the type of customer and more about where they're located, what type of construction the building is made out of, and or distance to the towers, things like that. So if they're having difficulty running their business because of a poor cell signal, that is an opportunity right there. So as I just said, the number one is they have to have a need. So you can't really sell into something where, if you've got a particular building that's rocking and rolling with all four carriers, it's downtown New York or wherever it may be. But if they've got great coverage, if they got 3 bars, 4 bars across all 4 carriers, that's not an opportunity. But anywhere where they're struggling, where they're down in the 1 bar, 2 bar, maybe no, certain carriers just they're not able to make it usable from a voice and data standpoint, that's a great opportunity. As I said, hills, trees, other things outside the building can conflict with the cell phone signal. So again, we can mount antenna on the outside of the building for a larger opportunity. Take that small signal and selfize, how it's engineered and how it operates can boost that then throughout the building and raise the available level. Commercial or government buildings, Any of those where the cell signal is critical for business they're doing. And then, as we've said, the construction. So, once you keep going down, if you've got floors underground or parking garages that are primarily concrete, if they want coverage in those areas, those can be typically low signal areas. We've all been in parking garages where it's like, forget it, I can't make a call until I get outside, or I'm about to walk into a parking garage, I need to stop and make sure I finish this call before I get to my car. So if they have need to have good cell signal throughout those type of areas, that's a good fit as well. Again, the LEED certified and the E-glass, very good from an efficiency and energy standpoint, but it really chews up the signal. So we've got numerous clients in Florida and the Southeast, which is kind of Tornado Alley. So the way those buildings are constructed, you could have 3, 4 bars outside the building, and as soon as you step into the lobby, you drop the call. So really good fits based on the type of construction of your clients' offices. So this is just a quick, the types of people you would be talking to within the company, people who, really, an SMB, an owner is going to know whether he's got an issue. IT is going to hear complaints from other employees about, what can we do to lower or eliminate all these drop calls and dead zones within the building. I'm tired of going outside to make a phone call. And then, as Michael said, we can be very flexible. They've got the tools from a remote management standpoint. We can do single carrier if that's, if everybody basically in a certain area or facility are on the same carrier, that's a good fit there. But then there's a lot of other opportunities that are going to need full multi-carrier support. You've got numerous people on different carriers, so we can be very flexible there. And then just some initial scoping questions. Just, if you find out that there is a poor coverage or pain points associated with the cell signal in a particular location, then you can start talking about things like, how many potential users, so how many people are typically in the building, what is kind of the max of the people that are going to be in the building. Are you looking for a single carrier solution? Looking to, is voice and data important, or is one or the other more important? So all these kind of second level scoping questions after we've determined there's a need is really going to help us drive then what particular self-eye solution we're recommending, as far as the buildings itself. If we get into, a large facility, we're going to be looking for some architectural drawings and sketches so we can see how it's laid out. But on the Duo, if you're in an SMB world, it's very simple. We don't need a lot of this. This is more for the higher level, larger facilities. But with the Duo in a single either home office or small office, it's boom, Duo, get it done and move on. So, but again, as we get into these conversations, again, you can lean on us and our engineering. So if we need to get on a call, we're very, very strong about the availability of our sales team and of our engineering team. So if we need to get on a call, talk with the customer and your client about, what they're looking to do specifically. Is it 100% or a certain part of the building? We can have those conversations and really help steer them to the correct solution. As I just touched on, we're feel very strongly about having our human resources available to our channel. So it's very important for us to hire and maintain engineers who can speak from a sales perspective, and feel very great about the job that we've done with that. We've got teams across Wi-Fi, across the cell signal booster, across IPTV, whatever the solution is. I don't hesitate to get those guys and gals on the phone with your client, because they understand that it doesn't always come down to the tech specs and getting into the weeds. They're just looking to solve a problem, and they understand how to have that conversation to get the information they need to design the solution, but not overwhelm them with technical details. So, we do have the marketing materials behind the cell phone booster products, and we're always willing to help on any calls. As I said, we've just finished up the kind of the standard pricing for these products, so should make it a very simple quoting process. In some cases, like with the Duo, we won't need to be involved at all. That's something you can just go out and bid for your clients. And then in these higher level ones, we can turn those proposals around relatively quickly. And most of you are familiar with Jason and Nolan. They're our channel managers. So anytime you have an opportunity and want to engage them, they can get involved, and then get any engineering assets involved as well. Okay, so common questions that we hear from the channel, from you guys and others regarding these products is, how do I know what equipment a customer might need? And really, the Duo kind of speaks for itself in a home office and small business environment. So that's going to be the play there. Anything higher than that, you can just lean on us. We'll work together to gather the info we need to design a solution. So you don't have to know what equipment. So we'll talk with you, we'll talk with the client, and put together the bill of materials and coordinate all of that. So that's not something you have to become an expert in as far as the equipment itself. Cell signal, in order to effectively boost coverage, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, Michael, but if we're at 1 bar, we can enhance that. Any small amount of signal can be turned into an effective signal within a building.
Yeah, no, that's pretty spot on, Brian, right? As long as there's something there to work with, most of the time, not an issue. I mean, there's a rare case where it's a garbage signal, the quality of the signal isn't good, but those are rare these days. So yeah, it's one of the beauties. As long as there's something to work with, we're able to work with it.
Okay, great. And then, no, so the answer to number 3 is the Quattro is the multi-carrier solution. So if they do need to boost multiple carriers, that's going to be the way to go there. And then most of the other solutions with the Go and the Duo is a single carrier at once. So we'll just work with the client and figure out what's the most important. Or as Michael said, on some of the Go products, that can be switched just through the simple app. So if you've got a particular driver or employee on one carrier at one part of the day and another at another part of the day, those things can be changed there. So Quattro will take care of all carriers from a cell booster standpoint. And then the Duo is really the one that is the easiest, plug and play, if you will. We have a package that they'd be shipped, and it's very simple. It's like a 5-minute or less install. It's very easy. So that's a quick solution for small office, home office things. And then for like the Quattro and things, we're many times putting an exterior antenna on the facility or multiple antennas, just based on the square footage. And so then at that point, we'll get involved with PowerNet resources or third-party resources to take care of the installation, but really make it very simple for these clients so that we will kind of handle it front to back so they don't have to worry about it.